currently being political.
Yeah, there's something fishy about this whole place.
Mhm.
It looks like the flagstones, which are made of marble, were carved by dwarves, and that's unusual given the context. So he's like, yes, they're very fond of money. He says it with that sort of hair flip, but not actually flipping his hair.
They may not be fond of heights, but they are fond of money. And eventually, the love of one thing outdoes the hatred of another.
I've got a question.
Very wise, very wise.
I would like to use my divine sense to see if anything is a little funky.
Funky. I want to use my funky sense.
Clicking the turn, you know location of any
Detect funk.
Oh, and I wonder if it's playing. Yep. So you should hear in the background some harp music. This is the...
Is there anything celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me?
No.
The senses are going off for?
I do not believe so. Let me double check through everything.
Let's see, nothing!
It's like an A. Now the question remains: do we mention the harp or do we wait?
Wait.
We should most likely do what we can to establish a diplomatic relationship, and then we can discuss details.
Nope, nothing is celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
Neat.
You notice that these are fruit trees up here,
No.
Okay.
and these apples are like the size of pumpkins.
Excellent.
They are absolutely massive. And these are not the only things, by the way. As you were coming in, you saw pumpkins, and like in fields, you saw giant stalks of corn. You saw huge towering stalks of beans.
Beanstalks on beanstalks?
Like, yeah, really though. Like, these things are massive.
Stocks within stocks.
It's really
Stockception.
Interlinked.
within stocks. Yeah. You gotta go to a market for all those stocks.
I am glad that you showed up when you did, though. There have been murmurs about my placement in the Ordning. Are you familiar with the Ordning?
I can't say that I am.
I believe my players.
Just a random.
You must be bored. Here, let me show you some of my things.
Lovely.
Come with me. And he says, let me show you the menagerie.
Oh.
Love to see the menagerie.
Let's follow him that way then.
And he pulls open these massive doors and takes you into the menagerie.
Magic-wa.
No!
Oh no.
No!
He's a gargantuan creature at least.
Oh, look at the puppy!
It's true.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, he's so good.
The boy is currently standing on
Dire
his dick.
Wolf.
Cerberus, you sly dog.
A chimera.
Mm-hmm.
An owlbear. A lion.
I used to turn into those.
A polar bear, and a saber-toothed tiger. And these are the things are actually stacked up on top of each other.
Uh-oh.
What?
Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, you're cutting in and out.
Oh.
Something stacked on top of each other? Whoops.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Connect.
What is this? Nope.
Uh-oh.
Better?
Hey!
That
There he
was
is.
better.
Visually, no.
Okay.
Nothing. Hearing you? Yes.
These are like cages that are like stacked on top of each other, and there are all sorts of animals, but these are like the most prominent ones that you keep seeing again and again and again are the saber-toothed tiger, the polar bear, the lion, the owl bear, the chimera, and the dire wolf.
Interesting.
And he says, these are the creatures that I release at times to make sure that my home is safe. But in the meantime, they make excellent creatures to observe.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
And such fine specimens of their species.
Of course, only the finest for me. Here, let me bring you to the Aerie.
Oh my.
So he brings you across the way to the Aerie. In one of these, you see a manticore.
Yep.
Across from that, you see a wyvern. Next to it, you see a hippogriff. And this one, you've never seen before in your life.
Oh my.
Is it a rock?
So if anyone wants to make a knowledge nature check.
What is that?
I would love to. Never mind, somebody else can. Oh, not bad though.
Alright. Throkk, you have actually heard legend of these things.
Oh, no.
This is what is called a rock. R-O-C. They are... The rock is actually bigger than the giant.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And it like squawks when he comes in. He goes, yes, yes, my creature. Yes, my sweet creature. He walks over and he picks up like this dead cow, opens up the cage and just tosses it in and closes the cage. And the rock just snaps its jaws around and like swallows this cow whole.
Yep.
Suddenly the manticore doesn't seem that bad.
These creatures I use to hunt for sport.
How did you
They are all incredibly well trained.
Marvelous.
how did you commandeer these creatures?
When you have enough money, anything is possible.
Hmm.
Clearly, I deserve my place in the order.
Oh, without a doubt.
Mhm.
I have yet to explain the ordering to you, have I?
Yeah.
Yes, we shall discuss these matters in the gallery then, shall we? Oh. No, where are my manners? We shall discuss these in the ball.
The ball.
That is where... No. The trophy room. That is where we shall discuss these things.
Oh my god.
He killed the deer lord.
Is the
Dear god.
I have a question about the ballroom.
Yes.
How many balls are in?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
The ballroom is a ball pit.
Sweet mother of
How
God.
much does it cost
There it's
for an
house.
hour in the ball pit? No. Well, this is quite the trophy room.
Something tells me that this is the best place to discuss the ordning. I don't know what the ordning is, but this is a good spot.
That is the biggest deer I've ever seen.
Of course.
Did you what?
Of course, my rock helped me catch it.
Uh,
Such magnificent.
Oh, where does one come across such a creature?
Nice.
Zach knows where all these things came from. Zed doesn't.
Right.
The judicious use of it.
These are beautiful creatures that, probably existed over 100 years ago. More recently, perhaps not.
Wait, is this a Triceratops up here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already claimed
So
it. I already claimed it. Back off.
The hell's this? Some sort of mud golem?
There we go.
What?
This thing.
That? That is a bear.
What, this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bear. Can
Yeah,
you not
standing
see
up
its
there.
its fluffy little ears?
Oh yeah, I can
and-
see it.
Ending.
No,
It's-
this looks like a
like-
bear.
That's its paw.
That is a
What do you
bear
tell
head.
Hadar?
That's the other paw.
Okay, so this is a bear head. This is just some sort of, like, this... Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
it's standing up on its hind leg.
Yeah, I get it, but it looks like a mud demon from this
Yeah, I
perspective.
can see that.
Yeah.
There's giant, like,
I've been to
giant
I've been to a few,
elephant.
like I've been to there's like some like hunting supplies places
Yeah,
that have
this
like
one.
that have bears like that.
Mhm.
Like some of them with like their legs like up to here. Up to
Yeah,
here on
bears are
people.
pretty big when
Yeah.
they stand up.
oh yeah.
This one just has a nice layer of shellac over it
Yeah.
That's
There's-
also
It's embedded
to
in
keep
the
it
floor.
from rotting.
It looks like a platypus.
Yeah, he
like
says,
my
so the
character
order,
is 6 foot something, and that's me next to that giant fucking bear.
Well, this is quite amazing.
yes, the bear, he walks over to it in a few long strides. Because remember, he's like 20-something feet tall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He literally towers over. And he goes, yes, I remember
They
this
are the harder
bear.
they fall.
When I was but young, and I was only, 70.
Oh, not as obnoxious as I thought it was gonna be.
I beat that creature to death. With
Wait,
my own
we-
hands.
And it tried to
Its
beat you
own
with
bare
its bare
hands.
hands.
As for the ordering, I guess I should explain that. The ordering is how we giants are ranked. As you know, we cloud giants rule over almost all giants. But within our own ranks, there is the ordering. Well, there is a second ordering.
Mm-hmm.
Our ordering is the ordering of extravagance. As you can
Of
tell, everything here has been hand-carved by dwarves. This castle, maintained by dwarves.
Maintained.
Yes.
There's
You
dwarf-
think that
Oh,
these
you-
stones just keep themselves?
Oh, so you have a few of them on staff?
Only when we need them.
Staff, that's
And you, by the way, you like look up in this trophy room and you can see this like massive like eagles and all sorts of like birds of prey hanging from the ceiling.
Excellent.
There aren't any of my
Which-
people, are there?
No.
You are far too tiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say you are far too tiny.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
They probably keep you in back in like the in the kitchen.
In the
Essentially.
gift shop.
Not even. Yeah.
Damn, that you're the edges of your frown are almost reaching the bottom of your face. Like,
Yeah, I'm doing the sound of the eagle frown.
yeah.
I mean, I would eat a little bird like you. That's just me.
No.
So again, like he goes, all of this was purchased or gifted to show just how amazing my family is.
Oh, I believe that the
Family
the
seems quite amazing.
collection speaks for itself. It's
Yes.
incredible.
It doesn't actually speak.
And I know a little bit about collections being a prince.
But there, and his face kind of hardens. He says that there are those who would say this is but a modest collection,
Sweet mother of God.
Oh.
and that
I can't say that I've seen anything that quite parallels it.
And then he brings you to the gallery as well.
1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them.
No. You
One
gotta read it in
ring
the
to-
original.
There are these beautiful
Naj.
like these tapestries that foretell like entire histories, entire generations. There is a statue, and you actually look up, and there is a legitimate, like, an entire ship hanging from the ceiling.
Holy shit.
Like a whole fucking ship?
Like a whole fucking ship.
Oh my god.
You know how they like have like ships in a bottle?
We
Mhm.
must.
That's essentially the same thing,
I will carry
except
it with
it's
me.
hanging from the ceiling. This is only some of my wealth. You also notice looking up that the ceiling has been inlaid with hundreds, thousands of pearls to represent the night sky.
What a fucking.
That's amazing.
The tapestries, all of them, the finest silk and gold. Gold is spun into the tapestries. Gold, silver, platinum, bronze, spun into the tapestries.
This is simply beautiful.
Isn't it amazing?
And yet people question your place in this ordering.
Yes.
Can't
So,
imagine.
My god.
excuse me if
The
this...
Boca family is truly blessed.
Truly what? I must
Truly
know.
blessed. Sorry.
Yeah, excuse me if this is a little blunt. What does this have? This is all very, very impressive. What does it have to do with us?
Oh, yes. What does this have to do with you?
I second that question.
Perhaps there's something that we
You-
can do to help you with your placement in this ordering.
Are going to be the crowning piece in this collection.
And
Ah.
there's the other shoe.
So it
Fuck.
won't be an issue for us to take that.
You see, and then he kind of shepherds you back out into the courtyard.
No, we wanted to fight him there. We didn't want to get him towards his
You
birthday.
guys are up over here.
Got
Let's
some
just bring
sort
your
of.
characters up over here. He says that, and he points to the angel statue. He goes, that harp is the only one of its kind.
Correct.
Yeah.
Something. Okay, I can fall perfectly fine.
If I might. You
And
claim that we
you,
are-
my dear Sentinels, you have come at the perfect time. You see, I am hosting a rival family, the Vinder family.
So what? You're just gonna add us to your collection? Are we gonna be?
Of course, I will not add you to the collection. I will, however, allow you to live.
in cages?
If
Would you do some
you
pets?
provide proper entertainment for my guests. Imagine that. The giants will speak of great tales. I and my wife were able to bring the Sentinels of Clelen personally as entertainment for our guests.
Entertainment.
After we've
as soon as he says entertainment, Throkk, I'd like it triggers my flashback of a former. Throkk I want to go into a rage and slash at him with my halberd.
I would like to attempt to stop Throkk.
Yes, I would
Hey,
like to stop
Throck's
Throkk as well.
triggered.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Alright, yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to stop you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mavarax, you want to try to stop him?
Yeah, what do you want me to roll?
I mean, I can just help Mavarax because Mavarax is probably the more likely one to do it.
Do you want me to roll strength or something?
Yeah, roll strength to hold him back.
Oh.
Oof.
Can that be with advantage because I'm being helped?
Yes.
Yeah, you're being helped.
Oh no.
Do I do a straight strength or
Oof.
save?
Yeah, you do a straight strength.
Oh boy.
So
Ooh.
Mavarax, you see, like, this happens. Throkk is just. He hears the word entertainment, and you can see in his eyes something is wrong. And you grab onto him before he's able to pull out his halberd. And he goes, and luckily the giant is not paying any attention. He's just kind of going
So
on about
if-
how great his place in the ordning will be. It will be secured. Perfect.
If I might, so after we have served this purpose as entertainment, what would you want of us then?
That you leave
Death.
my house.
That's what the silence tells me.
So we come here, and you have us be entertainment, however that is, and then we just leave?
Yes.
There's
What's
no-
that
And
payment?
you are
If-
spared your lives.
If I
Because
might,
I imagine you came to steal something, as do most of your kind.
I imagine you underestimate us.
if I might, our value, since value is what you secure your position with, comes in our ability to come and go and achieve great things among many people. Would it not be better for us not to be seen as items, but as valuable allies?
Of course. But what kind of allies would you be if you did not follow a few simple requests?
Oh, a few simple requests, yes. But an alliance, of course, is a two-way street. Now, we can perform for you like monkeys, but that is not an alliance.
And also, allowing us to live is not necessarily payment.
It's allowing us to do is
Fair.
not payment either. We will happily.
Vernon,
aid
he
you.
kind of reaches down and grabs you, and picks you up and pulls you nice and close.
You know?
Vernon.
Yeah.
Just understand. I can crush you now.
I don't doubt that you can.
Throkk,
And he squeezes just a little tighter, and he goes, "You have come to my house, wishing to steal my things.
We knocked.
yeah, we didn't come to if we wanted to steal something.
What sort of thief knocks?
The smart kind."
Hmm.
I'm gonna put my hand on Throck's shoulder and just say, "It's," and I'm gonna pull out my sunblade and whip it out.
Does that
And he
mean I get
looks
to
at
use
Vernon,
my
he
turn
goes,
back?
he goes, "Understand. If any
So
of my kin are slain, the giants will bring a wrath down upon the world, the likes of which you have never seen."
how focused is he right now?
And he just gently sets Vernon back down.
Hold on, before while he's doing that, how much of his attention is focused on Vernon?
A little bit.
Oh, so okay. I was gonna do some rogue things, but if his attention isn't focused, then no.
Do you mind if we have a small powwow to discuss your generous offer?
Oh yes, my generous offer of allowing all of the people you know and love to live.
Yes, your magnanimity is deeply appreciated.
Ooh,
You greatly overestimate my capacity to feel emotions.
Sir, I would just like a
That
minute.
headband of intellect is really helping you out there, Tic-Tac.
Yeah, I've got all these words bumping around in my head and they have to come out. Sometimes it's hell.
Everybody give me a second.
I know the feeling.
Everybody give me a second. Can we just have
I
a
will
little...
allow you time to prepare yourselves.
Thank you.
I expect music and dancing.
Oh, of course.
I
Did you
expect
say?
to entertain my guests.
Can we just
Show
have a
them.
Oh,
say.
swords!
Everybody stop. Can we just have a minute to talk about this for a second, please?
Oh yeah. My plan fell through already,
He glances
so
at the sun and looks at the position of it and says, "You have 5 minutes." And with that, he
He
basically
looks at the sun and then goes, "This is blinding me."
he storms off into the ballroom.
This is burning.
Storms off.
Ah!
wait, we're unguarded, right?
We need to go and free those dwarves.
Wait, the harp's in the angel,
Seven
right?
had a.
Yep.
Seven has a thing.
I'm taking the harp.
What we need to do is get the fuck out of here right now.
I'm taking the harp though. Arranis
Yes,
wants the
I
harp.
believe that's definitely due.
Dwarves! They have dwarves here!
Alright, well, first off, this statue is about 20 feet tall.
Okay, I have a thing for that. It's called a
I
grappling
pop out
hook.
my-
Can we just discuss this for 1 second, please?
Yeah,
Wait,
just
wait,
discuss before
yeah,
anyone starts
yeah.
running.
Yeah.
We need a minute to talk.
Well,
Okay.
come talk by the statue then.
Okay.
I'm by the statue. Can we just?
I pop out my wings and I fly over to the statue.
Okay, Mavarax, what's the plan?
I understand that they have a bunch of dwarf people here, but we cannot risk anything that he is offering.
We can take him.
We
Well,
can.
can we take
family.
every cloud giant in existence though?
We understand that if we kill him,
Yes.
his entire family is going to be coming for us.
Not just his family,
All the family.
all the families.
Well, that's what I'm
Not
saying.
Not just cloud giants.
Giant or anything that follows cloud giants is going to be coming for us.
Yes.
What we do is we befriend a storm giant.
Good luck, because no one knows where the fuck they are.
In the Sea of Chaos, of course.
So, what do we risk if we stay here for the night?
Well,
I'm
Throck's
thinking-
about to pop a gasket by the looks of it. We risk him literally murdering everyone.
Like, Throkk doesn't have to provide entertainment. Throkk can sit in the back and pound on something.
He said he wanted music. I start reaching for my dragon pipes and my horn of animal attraction.
Sorry, something's going on with Discord is making Zeus very easy to talk over. What's up?
Yeah.
What we need to do, if we stay, the chances are is that it's not going to be more. It's going to be more than music and dancing. He has all of those creatures, and he is probably going to set them against us as a combat sort of entertainment.
Yes.
I imagine so as much.
Yeah, that.
It's not going to be all happy.
My concern is that nobles like this, they're all about all nobles really, giants or humans, it doesn't really matter. All of them like to show off how influential and powerful and whatsoever they are. I believe that if we can entertain that for him, it might establish a better relationship.
He wants to show how powerful he is by killing us.
Yeah, more than likely.
He
Most
sent
likely.
everything after us.
So that brings
But-
something to mind for me. So if we survive his trials and thereby humiliate him, it's possible that we could get him and whatever rival family he is currently hosting to turn against each other.
Possible.
I'm telling you this.
My point being, I don't believe that we should outright attack them, because the best way to deal with this is to sort of play the part.
I agree. But my thing right now is that it's a win-win situation for him. If he sends everything after us and we die, he wins. If we kill everything, he wins. Has us here. He shows everybody else, I brought the Sentinels here and they did all of this. They are under my control.
So he did say that he was hosting the other family here.
So
Perhaps at some point between now and whenever the exhibition is tonight, we can find this other family, try to disparage his good name, or make it clear that we are here of our own volition.
I feel like we're not going to be able to.
So why don't we just steal this harp and scamper?
Because
I
he
agree.
thinks we're thieves, and if he comes out and sees us thieving, he's going to attack us, and we're going to kill him, and then we will start an enormous war between giants and humankind.
Yes, keep in mind we are representing Railton.
My question is, isn't there
Once
already
he's dead at the hands of a rival clan,
That
then we
doesn't
can
matter.
take the hap.
Excellent idea.
wouldn't
I think that's a good plan.
So-
We need to find a way to turn them against each other.
well that shouldn't be hard, they're rivals.
And if we can convince the member of this other clan that his opulence here
I have something.
is tarnished or isn't worth as much as he wants to say it is.
I have something.
Yeah,
It's a stupid plan because giants are notoriously hardy, but I could sneak into the kitchen and tamper with the food a little bit.
give him the shits.
I
It
think
might.
that's... Throkk, you had something?
What do I have? I have like
Some
wyvern
masters
poison or
used to
something.
do.
Whoa. Sorry, Kyle, you're
Um,
cutting in and out.
Something that used to do. Place bets on battles between their slaves. We could. Comes to shove, and we need to become some sort of martial entertainment. Ask for bets to be placed to show who truly is ordaining.
Get them to bet away their fortunes.
Sentinels betting against the Sentinels here. But like you said, he has all these creatures that he's been collecting over the years.
My question with that is, what reason does
And
he have
he's fairly
to,
fond of them and thinks and they are what got him to where he is currently. If he bets against himself,
Yes. Well, my question is, what position are we in that they would entertain our ideas of betting for us?
secondary ordaining of extravagance. What's more extravagant than betting
Yeah, if you refuse to
of
bet,
competitors?
Crazy.
if you refuse to bet,
Well-
is it because you think you don't have enough money to spare?
Well, I
Is it
mean,
because you're worried about the quality of your product?
I believe that
I-
the prime reason that they would refuse to bet is because we are little people. They wouldn't even
Animals in
time of
comparison
day.
to them.
Yes.
My brother had a suggestion off of this.
What if, now hear me out, we try to do something to the rival clan and tell them that we were hired by him? What if we can find one of them
What
and
was
tell
the family's last name?
Huh?
The
What was the
Ooh.
Vinta?
Can you
Yes.
get me updated so that I can formulate
Yeah,
a plan?
so we climbed up to the top of the beanstalk. We knocked on the door. We were met by a cloud giant who showed us around his magnificently opulent mansion and told us that this incredible display of wealth was so that he could convince others of his position in the ordaining, which is how cloud giants stratify themselves in a social standing sense.
All giants, actually. So
all
there's like
giants,
two
cool.
different versions
Yeah.
of the ordaining. There's the ordaining overall, which says that storm giants are the biggest and the strongest and the highest in the order, followed by cloud giants, and then stone.
No,
Fire.
fire.
Stone giants, fire giants, frost giants, hill giants.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Oh,
thought stone was
no,
like
no.
the second to lowest.
Well, it's that's not the most important aspect of this. What
Yeah.
is important
Yeah,
is
so
that oh, sorry.
it's. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Okay. Well, you
It's-
look up the hierarchy. So he's
It's storm, cloud, fire, frost, stone, or a hill, and then all the other creatures beneath it. So that's the overarching ordning, and then the ordning. There's like an ordning for each of them in between that. So it's like the ordning, for example, of
the subordning.
subordinating.
Yeah, so like, hold on.
Yeah, that's how you get the subordinates.
Yeah.
Tavolo's guide.
There's the ordering of omens for storm giants. It's the ordering of extravagance
Yes.
for cloud giants. It's
Yes.
the ordering of craft for stone.
Yes. This is the ordering of
Craft work,
extravagance, which is why
Ordning.
the display. But also, he said that he's hosting a rival family currently. And he
I
wants
do-
to convince them of his wealth and extravagance. And now that we're here, he could just kill us, but he's decided not to because he's a great person and he wants us to provide entertainment for the evening.
And he said music and dance, which we don't buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's something majorly fishy
showed
going on
us
here.
all
Also,
the
he has dwarven slaves somewhere that Aera would be interested in freeing up.
Well,
Not slaves.
They're not
Yeah,
slaves. They're
He's-
paid.
He said that they
They're just,
are,
you know.
Let
are
me
here
let me
because
describe. By the way, you see all the marble around you.
Mm-hmm.
Each tile is perfectly carved to look like, if you look at it from an aerial view, it looks like a giant gust is flowing throughout the entire house. Because each of those marble tiles has been perfectly carved to look like that.
Can I roll some I was actually here for this checks?
Yes.
So I would like to roll an insight check on the fact that he says just dance. Just song and dance.
Music and dance.
Dance could mean a lot of things.
Right.
Never
Um,
monsters.
is he around? Is he around to speak with? To speak?
Actually, speak of the devil. Who shows up?
And one other thing, Jim, because he mentioned a rival clan. There's 3 plans that we came up with just before you showed up. One, Zed is going to potentially sneak into the kitchen, tamper with their food.
Mhm.
2, I want to try to incite a bidding war between them on whether, if God forbid, we have to actually fight his pets. A bidding war against either for or against us.
One sec, guys.
Or 7 says that we could potentially get in touch with one of the rival giants and give them a message that
We were
we're
hired to kill them.
paid and brought here to kill
I like-
the
I
rival
like
clan
that.
on their
I think
rival.
that one probably has the most
during dinner or whatever.
Mhm.
And like, if there's a way we can get the families fighting each other.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because he said if we kill him, the cloud giants will rain down wrath on all of the littler people of Earth, all of the littler people down below, the likes of which has never been seen before. And you know, obviously, we don't want that to happen.
You should definitely roll an insight on that.
Yeah.
I will take him at his word for that one, but just in
me
case.
too.
So my thought was
He's bluffing.
we can get in touch with the other family somehow when they get here or whatever, and tell them, we don't want to kill you. Like, we were brought here to kill you by him, and we do not want to do that because we're good people.
I could handle that. Like,
Mhm.
just because I've got
Yeah.
crazy high deception. I have a 9 to deception.
So yeah. Togen is back.
So
That-
one of the things I want to do before he's back.
Yeah.
Oh, also, that's the harp up there. He thinks
Because-
we're here to steal it. We've managed to convince him, not entirely, that we are not here to just rob him.
Oops.
Yeah, he thinks we're smart thieves rather than dumb thieves, which is
I would like to take this moment to establish telepathic bonds.
Ooh!
We can converse at the speed of thought.
Begone, thought!
Begone, thought!
We go.
That's good.
And particularly, when we're as a something I would like to actively do, like passively do, but actively do, is be feeding like the best way to say things to my fellow party members.
Yeah.
Okay.
Telepathically,
Um,
because I don't think I'm proficient in giant.
I think he's speaking common,
Yeah,
isn't
he's
he?
speaking common.
Yeah, he's speaking common to you guys.
Right. I don't speak. Yeah.
I don't believe it.
By the way, when he comes back out, he is extravagantly dressed. A very long dress robe made of silk and pearls. There are jewels sewn into it. By the way, Jim, I should also mention, you went into, let me just quickly show you the different places you've been.
Oh yeah,
So you have
I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be right back.
the menagerie, which has animals. The Airy, which contains a rock.
I'm gonna end up killing that, aren't I?
Romantic.
The trophy room, which, yes, that is a Triceratops.
Okay.
The gallery, which has a ship, an honest to God fucking ship, hanging from the ceiling.
Galley.
Yes. And that is all you've seen so far.
Yes.
So, one of the things I'd like to ask my compatriots, because they would know better than I, is maybe because they were actively here for this, is if I stole the harp.
Railden would have technically stolen the harp then, because we represent
Yes.
Railden. We were
Yes.
sent a message by the king.
All right. Yeah.
Were we?
Yep.
Yes.
Your your pager went off. Your pager that is the brooch
Okay,
for your collar.
So I want to tell you what Arranis' selfishness is telling him to do.
Permanent image?
No.
Oh.
Greater invisibility plus theft plus teleportation circle.
I don't think we have time for teleportation circle.
Takes a minute to cast. We don't have that kind of time.
I know, but if I'm invisible, I can still cast it. It's not
And
a
the rest of
concentration.
us are shit out of luck.
Well, yeah, now, but it
This
was a
might-
great idea at the time.
If we can get them fighting each other in the midst of all the chaos of them fighting, we can
Then we
pull
steal
it
it.
off.
and skedaddle.
Actually, hold on. You've got invisibility. I've got invisibility. We could probably make everybody invisible.
I can't do that. I don't have I only have greater invisibility. So, I literally can't.
Oh, yep. That's not enough
And your
people.
plan is running under the assumption that he doesn't have this thing alarmed in some way.
This is true. So I'd like to set up. How much time do I have before he comes back?
Like 30 seconds.
Okay, so
I
I just
literally gave you guys a minute.
Okay, so one of the things I would have done was hopefully, before things got going, was set up the telepathic bond just in case, and it's turning out to pay its dividends.
Yeah.
Let me just grab my DM guide so that I can look at the reference to spells and that my instruments can cast. I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Detect magic. Towards the tail end of that, can I cast detect magic to see if I can see any magic around the harp that's not the harp?
Yeah, there's magic all over that statue.
So what is my message from the king telling me to do?
It's basically reminding you that you and the Sentinels represent Railden, because not only are you knights, but Arranis, you are all ward. Therefore, and are also the actions of
I'm not
Railden. So therefore, if you done mess up, I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh, mighty.
Or turn you over to someone who will kill you.
Does he know how many people have tried that and have failed?
Like, literally, hand you over to be executed.
Again, does he know how many people have tried that and failed?
Or he will execute you himself.
That one usually holds up a little bit better.
I welcome a challenge.
So, I am not going to fuck this up.
Yeah, I think that for the most part, I like the idea of trying to convince the other people that we can that we're here, that we were hired by this guy to kill them. If we can convince them of that, he's fucked.
And if we could actually make that work if the poison goes off, my plan comes to fruition at any point.
Oh my god. What if we
No,
what if
we
we
can't. Our hands, everybody but Vernon's hands are tied in this.
Well, I'm a member of the court, so my hands are also tied.
Everyone's hands are tied in this.
Yeah.
So
I have.
I think that's
And now you see the master plan.
So
I don't know, my stealth score is outrageous.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. Can we take a moment to like plan so that I can understand the gravity of the situation? So were we sent to establish diplomatic relations from the king by extension?
No. He's
Just
just
reminded
saying
us.
that if you do something, you must keep in mind that even if you don't officially represent them, you unofficially represent them. It's like when you're at school on a field trip, they're like,
Yeah.
remember when you're here,
Yeah.
basically
And then-
you guys are like on a field trip.
And then
So-
Vernon told him that we were from Railden, so
Yeah, he didn't actually know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the important thing is to establish a level of credibility to us.
Right.
I could provide. I could probably do some magic tricks, quote unquote, because I have good sleight of hand.
Yeah, like this
For
guy.
entertainment.
This guy is a noble, and the only way to like win any respect from a noble is to flaunt your noble credibility. Because like if you're not a noble and you're talking to a noble, why would the fuck would they care about you? Like,
Zed,
Hmm.
whatever you do not show them the scepter.
Yeah,
not
no.
take it out. Do not take it out. Use any other weapon for the time being.
Yeah.
Not the scepter.
Yeah, no. That's a bad
I mean, I do
idea.
have a shield on my back. That's a.
I bet there's a nice grappling hook that should serve.
Okay. Do we have a solid plan?
I have a plan. I don't think it's solid.
Is it lukewarm at best?
My current plan is to keep them impressed, keep him impressed,
Yeah.
and keep him happy, and keep him in a position of where he believes that everything will be nice.
yeah.
And I will remind you, as he reminded Vernon, because basically he like leaned down, grabbed Vernon, picked him up, and looked at him and said, "If
Don't
you
fuck this
fuck
up
up,
for me."
we as in giant kind will destroy humanity."
The last great giant war.
Ed should go to the kitchen.
If we start a war against giants,
Is
we need
is
to get more than
he inviting another group of cloud giants, or is he inviting a group of storm giants?
He is inviting another group of cloud giants to kind of affirm his place in the ordering.
Mm-hmm.
A rival clan.
Okay.
We said we should potentially try to meet one of these rivals, tell them that we were hired and brought here to kill them,
Mhm.
his position within the ordinary. And then if one of them gets poisoned during dinner, or if they notice the poison during dinner, that'll further cement our plan.
If there's a way to poison only their food, and not his, that'd be the best way to do it. Because what says I was planning to betray all of you, better than your food is poisoned and mine is not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we figure out a way to discern that, by all means.
Yeah.
Who's got the best deception?
I mean, if we poison, so here's the thing:
Me.
if we poison,
Vernon's got really good
You're
deception.
gonna have
as
to be
well.
the one to
yeah.
tell.
So if we poison all of them, they won't believe a fucking thing we say. Like if we poison only the rivals, that backs up our statement.
Mhm.
So, like, I would say if you have the choice between poisoning all of them, poisoning and poisoning none of them, you should poison none of them, because like if we poison all of them, the plan's out the window.
Right, and if
I
you
have-
poison them, we can still have a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to roll some lore checks because I have a plan. It's a good plan, but I need to make sure that I'm thinking like a giant, and I'm not thinking like a small folk. So, how often? How likely is it to be believed that theft occurred from a rivaling clan? Like
It's very likely.
how holy is the hearth in giant culture? So
especially among cloud giants, theft is like a capital offense if you get caught.
Mm.
Can we make a replica harp?
no, I cannot make a replica harp.
Will
Just
ever
give me,
admit.
Just give me a couple months
They-
here.
basically, these are all the most conniving, backstabbing sort of people. They will give you a gift that looks beautiful and extravagant, but it's worth like a tenth of what it actually is, and neither giant will say something about it because you don't want to accuse someone of giving you a shitty gift, and you don't want to be accused, and you don't want to basically it's like,
So
who
how
can give the shittiest gift?
so how common is theft? Outright theft.
Outright theft, very common, as long as you don't get caught.
From both sides. Both the hosts and the recipients. And the
Yes.
guests.
Yes.
Mm.
No.
Oh no!
My dear lady, my friendly gentleman, I believe I have a plan.
Yes.
You get a picture of Throck's thumb.
Let's play it straight. And let's be just so ignorant of giant culture as to observe and report said thefts.
All right.
But
What?
let's make sure that we have one for each side. And make sure they find out at the same time.
So we're expecting them to steal from one another while we're here. We watch them do it, and we tattle.
Or we steal from them and
we
we
steal
don't-
from them and we blame it.
We don't steal anything.
That would be a good way to get them to turn against one another.
And then at that point, while they're accusing each other of theft, we take the harp,
And run.
and it is clearly something that was stolen by one of them.
1 second.
And at this point, all of the both the Lord and Lady of the house have come back and are dressed extravagantly, and they look and go, our guests have arrived. And in walk 2 more beautifully dressed giants, followed by this large. It's. Let me hold on. Give me a second to figure out how tall these guys are.
Okay, so
Do they know who I am?
They know
Yeah,
who
they
you
know who you
are.
all are.
Okay.
They straight up called you out as the Sentinel Clelen.
yes, we know who you are.
Well, particularly me,
You know
because
who I am?
renowned bard of the small folk.
My father.
No,
Oh,
they know who
this
they
is
are
the-
as a group.
This is the perfect opportunity for that. Do I have...
Jim, let's
I'm
say
gonna
that
go
he
grab some water. I'll be right back.
named bag of beans, as well as Sentinel Clone. That's how well he knows us.
So in walk
Realize
these
it,
2
yeah.
cloud giants, along with a giant that is about 18 feet tall. So it's like a third of their, like 2/3 of their size. Along and this red giant seems to be pulling behind it this large hunk of metal. It looks like a huge. It looks like an oversized suit of armor. It's just dragging it along. And what's his name again? Togan looks and says, "Oh, Lord and Lady, welcome to our humble abode." And they advance, and they bow, and you can definitely tell there's a lot of like, we're doing this because we have to, sort of thing. Like
Tune back.
those like awkward family reunions where shaking each other's hand and giving each other a hug just because.
Mhm.
Like that's what you do. Like if they didn't have to, they wouldn't, sort of thing. And they say thank you for Vinder speaks up. He's the patriarch of the family. Says thank you for hosting us. It's been so long since we've last seen each other. It's been over 50 years. And in that honor, we have brought you this gift. And he waves his hand to the fire giant holding this huge chunk of metal, this huge suit of armor. He goes, "Behold, we have had one of our craftsmen create something that truly would be excellent to see in your arena."
There it is.
I'm gonna say that telepathically.
Vernon,
Yeah. It's as we figured.
Vernon, do you have Detect Magic up still?
I don't have the technology.
Mav has Detect Magic up still.
I do.
Mavericks, how magic is the box?
How magic is the box?
It is not magical at all.
It is not magical at all.
And as they walk by, the lady of House Boca Rivas says, "Wait, let me see that." And she pulls this giant hunk of metal over to her, and she kind of looks it over and says, "Oh, yes." And she takes out a couple of weird-looking instruments and starts kind of like tapping gently and carving out gently, and all of a sudden this suit of armor just, and it like stands up on its own, and it starts walking on its own.
It's not magical.
Nope. Now
It's magical.
It's magical.
You're
woke it up.
magical.
She woke it up.
Autumn just yells at the other, "You're magical."
It's
Nah. Adorable.
And the fire giant takes it into the into another room.
We've got to get this rodeo going.
I have my eyes glued on hands and pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also,
I'm still listening.
The giants have paid like almost no attention to you guys at this point. They're talking, exchanging pleasantries through gritted teeth.
mhm.
It's probably something I've seen a million times.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
This is nothing new for you, Vernon. You're like, oh look, it's mommy and daddy seeing aunt and uncle again.
Yeah.
And finally, one of them looks down and goes, "Oh, I see you have brought the Sentinels.
Yo.
I presume they shall be providing our entertainments for tonight."
Yep, that's all Sentinels.
And the giant's case, of course, only the finest for those highest in the ordering.
You just hear through the.
He says it with like the sly smile, and you can see the other two are basically sitting like stewing, going like motherfucker.
Can I?
the telepathic bond. Just don't smash their face in. Don't do it.
Can I
Don't
tell
smash their face.
if?
He's gonna try to overthrow them.
Can I tell if the guests were? If this is our hosts like asserting, confirming that they're higher, or proving that they're higher,
Both.
so that they were already higher.
Yes, they were already higher, but this is just basically rubbing their noses,
Okay.
saying like, "Look at how awesome we are."
Mm-hmm.
No, don't.
Shall we
Throkk,
go
don't
to
do
the
it.
ballroom then? Oh, it will be a
faces.
lovely dinner.
I would be honored to perform.
And you are brought into the ballroom.
Hold on, can you guys see Jim? I can't see Jim.
I can see Jim.
I can't see Vernon.
Darn you, Vernon the sober.
I have to reset. I can't see Jim either. Hello.
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 Just to give you guys an idea of the scope magnitude of this place, keep in mind, I had to put all of these tiles down by hand.
Now I can't see anybody.
Pyromancers.
I tried using it, the thing doesn't upload.
Damn.
Too in depth. He's going too deep.
Oh wait, now I can see. I can see Mike and Zach.
So this table seems to be carved out of a single piece of wood.
What table?
This table.
You know, that table.
I don't see a
I
table.
can't see it.
I don't see a table.
I don't think you moved us to the layer.
Oops, my bad.
Oh wait.
There we go.
There you go.
Now we've moved.
Do we need to
This
sit
table.
backstairs?
Do they have an area for me to perform? Or no?
Yes, off to the side over here. Like literally though, they took a massive tree, felled it, and then carved it. Like there is no, like the table legs, all of it carved out of a single piece of wood.
So,
And out of the kitchen comes this parade of like trolls and other creatures laying down all across this place, filling up goblets with wine, so that they come out of the top right, and then out of the bottom right come these other giants lesser giants, not like hill giants, like below hill giants, with like massive barrels of wine and mead, filling up these goblets that are as tall as you guys. Like these guys
All ale.
are like 3 times your size easily.
So
And it's this parade, and there's this whole like extravagance that goes with it, and everything is so perfect and beautiful. The silverware is made out of platinum. The chairs are carved out of entire trees, just like the table. Like everything is impeccable. The walls are lined with deeply detailed carved murals of dragons and giants fighting each other in gruesome, bloody battle, and angels and demons fighting each other. It's all so much, just so much.
Oh, extra. Vernon, you'd fit right in.
So
Gaudy.
I would like to. There are many things I would like to do, and I'd like to do them all concurrently. So
Time stop.
I'd like to do 3 things.
thing 1. I am going to peacock my way over to whatever stage they have, and I'm
Basically, you have to get up on the table.
Okay, I will hop onto the middle of the table.
I was going to say, if they wanted a performance, I was going to stand, depending on how the situation goes, I'm going to perform as well.
Don't you? I telepathically said, "Don't you dare."
I already have my hand in the bag, Arranis. This is our fallback.
I'm going to take out the Anstrith harp.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
We're celebrating our decadence.
Yep. I think it's good.
Yeah. I have some pretty extravagant instruments myself.
No.
But you told me not to show off, Arranis. This is...
If I lose an instrument of the bards, I lose a tool. If you lose the Sun Scepter, we lose the world.
Mm-hmm.
What?
An old one eye.
You know, the
It does not.
horrible monstrosity that's after your weapon.
You mean
Wasn't that Rusty Blackhand?
Aberration. No, Blackhand
Aberration.
got absorbed.
Technically, it's an aberration.
Anyway, moving on.
Huh.
So the first thing is I'm going to get up and this is where the concurrency begins. I would like to examine the crowd and see if
all 4 of them.
If I can't pick out the least wise among them.
They all seem pretty sharp. They're all very incredibly wary of one another.
But they don't think much of me.
No.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for.
I mean, you're a thief, so.
We're all
But
just
isn't everyone?
thieves.
So.
We knocked at the door.
We did! We
So-
knocked!
Smart
Thus,
thieves.
you're smart thieves.
So, I would like to begin my performance, and I actually do have a song. But before I do that, I do want to make sure that I actually roll high.
Ooh.
Mediocre.
That 19, though.
So you.
If I
like-
could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend time with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend time with you.
Zeus has a fucking light.
But there never seems to
Take your
be
fun.
enough time to do the things you want to do. Once you find them, I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with.
Oh.
And I would like to find the dumbest of them, or the least wise of them,
Okay.
and I would like to cast Charm Person.
Ooh.
Yeah, can I help because I'm an insightful sort? And we're telepathically
With
connected?
picking the target.
Yeah.
Probably the
It would be just me because I'm
Matriarch.
standing.
of the Vinder family right over here.
The Vinder family are the guests.
Yes.
So I direct the song
So
at
fun.
her. And I would like to cast Charm Person using the, I believe that the instruments can cast Charm Person. No, it cannot. But I can cast Charm Person.
That's nice.
What's it? Wisdom save?
Yes, and I'm hoping she's got disadvantage because I am that fucking beautiful.
No College of Glamour.
What's your DC?
Sparkles.
High? It's a very high number.
It's 10 plus your proficiency bonus
It's
plus your charisma modifier?
17.
It's 8 plus your
Eight
proficiency.
okay.
She looks at you, and for a split second, she seems absolutely enamored by every word, and then she just. What was that?
There you
That
go.
was what?
I go, yes, oh, marvelous performance, Arranis. Oh, how wonderful. And there's much more where that came from. Will be our entertainment for tonight, and I'm glad that you've allowed us this opportunity to perform for such noble guests.
The strangest feeling came over me just now.
That's the feeling of music and enjoyment.
Yes, Professor Arranis is the headmaster of his own bardic school
Yeah.
down on the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
only-
you
it's only
try
purple.
something?
Try somebody.
It's
I-
a-
I am
Makes-
actively trying to deceive them. Can I make a deception check?
Vernon,
Make
can
a
you ask her?
deception check.
Can you ask her if she drank the wine and then insinuate that it might be poisoned or something?
Let's go for throwing them off the trail first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So deception check. Oh no! Oh no!
Wait. Does he have advantage because I'm actively helping people talk? I did say that was
Yes.
something I was
Okay.
doing.
Oh no.
Oh!
boy. Is that another cocked guy?
This has been happening lately. I don't know what's going on.
So
So the,
Hello, Tabletop Simulator. Thy name is Roll20.
we have so this is the scariest thing that I can
Perhaps
possibly
it
imagine.
was the music.
You know, Arranis is greatly lauded in his home, and he can stir emotions that you might not even believe music could tap into.
he's made Throkk cry.
He's made Throkk cry.
Can I be currently crying?
Yes, you could be
Crying is a free
crying.
action.
Once per long rest because
After-
you're a part kobold.
After all, your hosts did say that they wanted the best.
Indeed. And the best is all we can hope to provide.
I would like to use my Inception horn as soon as I see the next coming out of the kitchen as the arrival for it.
Don't you fucking dare.
So yeah, another parade as they finish their.
Don't you fucking dare.
Another parade.
As I go to blow it, I was like, "This is a horn from a dragon that was personally slain by the Sentinels of Clelen."
And makes this horrible noise.
Eye open. Like your mouth like slips as you go to blow, and it's like.
I hate you.
Jump. And it doesn't even play the background. It's just.
Let me,
Throkk!
Hmm.
Throkk, everyone!
He's still overcome with emotion from Arranis' performance. Just bear with
feel
him.
like we
He
should all
has
just-
a lot of feelings.
Yes.
And the patriarch of the Bogus family goes, "Avant-garde, isn't it wonderful?
Oh God, yes.
Clearly,
better watch out, Arranis.
Donna
I'm gonna
is
be opening
even-
my own.
clearly,
opening
only
those.
the most cultured of us truly appreciate it."
Of course.
Hold
I
up
guess I could do an acrobatic performance.
the horn. I go. We've gone so far forward that we're actually going backwards. Remember when we used to blow on ram's horns?
Zeus, doesn't this sound like a John Cage concert?
Yep.
God, I miss Rob.
Yep.
Do I did any remarks from him about going backwards because of going so far forward?
I'm trying to figure out if telepathic bond is capable of inflicting stun.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Once the telepathic
Likes
bond's
the
up,
horn.
can you bring more people into the bond?
No.
Oh damn. That sucks.
Like, you know when you pick up the phone and like a fist comes through?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm going for right now.
We do not have the technology. I'm
That
sorry.
happens to me all the time. Are you kidding me?
We do not have it.
Pick up and, it's
And
immediately
he seems
goodbye.
kind of by the avant-garde bit. So another course is brought out. Another course, more wine, more mead, more food, and it's just all so extravagant. At one point, actually, one of the Vinder family actually breaks off a massive leg of some kind of creature and holds it down for you. And he goes, "Here, please, take a bite. It's delicious."
What now?
Just for me,
For anyone to take it.
I
Okay.
would like to.
Aera's gonna go over and take some.
Oh, this might be my chance.
I would like to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Wait, I'm saying this
I'm not.
over the mind link.
Aera?
I'll ask.
He's goading you into this.
Yeah, I will. I'll go over. I'll tear some off with my talons.
We don't have. I don't have a stomach anymore after like that spell failed.
Any word on the Detect Poison and Disease?
Nothing. There, it's fine.
I'll take a
But
piece.
as soon as Aera
Mm.
rips off a piece and starts biting into it, there's this smug look that just kind of rolls over his face as he does like a sideways glance.
Oh yeah. I always glance at who? The matriarch.
A sideways glance at the other patriarch.
Yeah,
I want to try something.
Does my insight check give me any idea as to what he means by that?
We're not supposed to technically eat from it,
Basically,
probably.
he's like, "Look, I can buy. I can." Basically, it's like I'm feeding your servants, and soon enough they'll be my servants.
Oh.
Does he?
By the by, do we catch?
So-
Have I caught anybody?
Yeah. Have I caught
Have I caught like the guests putting food in their pockets or anything like that?
I was gonna say, do I see them like pocketing any silverware? Because I'm sitting right between. They're standing between the two of them.
they're
Oh, I need to be up here. Hold on.
Yeah, now
they're
that
very, very, very subtle about it. They like slide things, and then they'll slide them back, and then they'll slide them this way, that way, the other way. Like, they're just constantly using misdirection, and they are really good at this. Found out.
Can I roll perception to?
Yeah, now that I'm next to them, is like I have a passive perception of 24. Am I picking up on any?
You're picking up on a lot of shade being thrown.
Shade.
Like anything that could be a slight is being used here. Like,
Oh, wow.
they are, like, if you could actually see inside their minds, there are punches being thrown left and right. They are tearing each other apart without actually doing anything. But you do see the matriarch slide one of the forks into her pocket.
Should I tell him? Should I tell him now?
We need to go the other way.
Mhm.
Okay. And I know, and I go, thank you. And I do a curtsy. Then I go back to yeah, where am I? Where's my token here? It's this map is so big.
You're in the middle of the table.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
I think you got moved
You're
up.
Oh
right
no,
there.
there I am. Okay, yeah. I'll
Vernon
come back.
and
I'll come back to the
Arranis.
middle of the table.
Oh, but you're right. I know. Damn it! I forgot a Bard ability. That she would have failed that fucking check.
Cutting words?
No, not cutting words, but I can. Well, yeah, I can do cutting words to make them low to the DC to lower the check.
Neat.
I didn't do that. I should have done that.
It's okay.
Oh well.
I'm debating
I'm
on
still-
putting on some sort of like circus act. I don't know. What are the rafters like in here?
I'm gonna dance.
They
So
are a couple 100 feet tall.
Oh my.
Oh, and then of course up in the back there are there's two sets of stairs that lead up further into like the living chambers and whatnot.
perhaps we can get. Perhaps you would like to hear the story of Tenebris the Vile.
Ooh.
Mm. Yes, I imagine that is the name of dragon.
Both horns. Yeah. Put them back.
Our most hated of enemies.
Oh yeah.
Present
And-
company excluded.
With the
Bow, 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 bow.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Jim, are you going to tell a story?
I'm not actually going to tell a story because we all know the story.
But you regale them in the story of
And yeah,
Tenebris the Vile. Make
I
a
would like
performance
to-
check with
I'd like to
advantage.
act it out.
Yeah, I want to act it out too.
well, we don't. It's not necessary. I have minor illusion.
Okay.
I can make the dragon fly around. I can make the fake dragon fly around, and you guys like
You didn't get to
attack.
fly.
Well, can we yeah?
Well,
Can we
can we-
attack
Yeah, we
at
can
it?
we
Part
can
of
pretend
the
that we
team,
can
come on.
pretend to attack it and everything.
Yeah.
Vernon's like, I was totally there.
If we're going to be doing this tonight, well,
100%.
Himself
Yes,
to,
I was there.
He's gonna not indulge in hitting the illusion because he's gonna hit the table or the marble.
So performance with advantage.
I'll be like throwing like sacred flames at the illusory dragon.
Ooh, yeah. The giants seem very entertained by the end of it. They're all applauding. Oh, that was an amazing story. Excellent.
During the performance,
I would like to.
during the performance, I'm just gonna do a perception just to keep my eye on both of them.
I would like to. I'd like to try again on the lady.
But she's wise to your games now.
She's not. We threw her off the scent.
Yeah, we threw her off.
She's making a joke.
Wise.
And I'd like so what I would like to do is I would like to try to charm her, and I would like to use cutting words to reduce her save. Can I do that? Mike?
Snake Eater just started playing.
It did!
I can see Mike saying yes, but I can't hear him saying yes.
Sorry, Salem hit a button.
Uh-huh.
I put this on
Oh, speaking of cat.
Cloak and Dagger and and shit like that.
Hold on. So speaking of
Climbing
speaking
the
of things
beanstalk.
Speaking of things that pets are doing, Princess just woke up and she's like looking at me with like one eye open like this. I looked over it. She just did like the laziest. Like
One
I
time I
didn't even
this
hear
room,
anything. I just saw her
Salem
chest
was...
rise and fall.
Can you put something else on? I can't hear people talk when there's other lyrics. It's hard for me. It's hard for my ears to parse.
I hear battle music. Battle music. Let me get the glaive out.
Giant
I'll put on more
monster!
Oh, hey, baby. Have a good night.
More heart
Smash!
music. There we go.
Is able to charm somebody and inflict cutting words on said person
Alright,
for
so
against the charm save.
What was your cutting words roll?
Let's see.
Wait, if you're charming somebody and using cutting words on them, are you just negging them?
No, I'm gaslighting them.
Oh,
Is that when you fart?
That's the gaslighting. Yep.
That's what I thought.
That's a Dutch oven, you sick bastard.
That's the fart before they go under the covers.
It's when you fart and you hold their head under the covers, yeah.
Yeah, gaslighting is you fart and then
I
kind of
hate
air it
you
out
all.
a little bit.
Yep, that's what gaslighting is.
You're turning my dignified bard into a fucking fart joke. Come on.
I mean,
Don't
Really? That's what. Aren't we all just fart jokes in the end?
Jim, darling, honey, Arranis was already a joke.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
Sounded
she
like
makes her
3-year-olds.
save again and is
made her save
getting
again?
very.
How did she make she had to roll a 23 on that die or above.
She rolled a 25.
With disadvantage from the performance.
Ouch.
Oh,
I refuse to believe the law of averages is doing that.
Why are you biting my hand?
I guess.
What's wrong, Jimmy
wait,
Coon?
did you roll a second time just now?
Oh,
Mike?
No, I rolled and it did the 2 at the same time, and even with disadvantage, she rolled a 25. They have like a +7 to the save.
So she rolled an 18 with disadvantage?
jeez.
bullshit! Bullshit! Fuck!
I think now's the
Must
time
be
to cut us.
getting to me again. Perhaps it was the story this time.
Where's the drink, my lady?
Throw her off the scent, it failed again.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, I understand.
I just suggested that
These
maybe
stories
it's-
of the defeat of dragons must really stir something in you, yes.
Yes, they do. Perhaps we should go and witness the next part of our entertainment.
Oh.
Oh boy, whatever could he be implying?
I have no idea!
Everyone get your solemn shirt and
Isn't it?
professional pants on, because here comes the biggest twist ever. They're craving the croissants.
Aren't Cloud Giants supposed to be good aligned?
No,
Or
that's where
evil.
you're wrong. There's a 50-50 chance.
Oh, Salem's attacking the microphone!
Stop that.
I saw a little paw come up and
Are
just
you
go,
fucking- Are you
hear him?
kidding me? We're gonna be chess pieces. That's
Oh my goodness, he's purring!
Wait, I can't.
Oh, yeah, he's purring hardcore right now.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I feel like we have to act soon.
we're gonna become literal pawns.
We need to not be.
Hi.
Here you guys go. Here you are.
Arranis or Vernon, could you insinuate to the lady that the weird things that were happening to her
Yep.
during dinner could be poison?
Yeah.
I had suggested the wine.
At any point, am I able to get like close enough to this lady that like, you know, she would be able to? hear
Yeah,
me,
do they
but the
come
other
down and
people-
offer any more food?
Not after they got you the one time.
Rats.
They were pretty happy. that one.
Did we see the have we seen our hosts steal anything from them yet?
No.
Okay.
I didn't eat the food, and I am the leader of this group. They cannot sway us. Everybody, shut up. That's
I was hungry.
I was gonna ask you guys if I should have poisoned that food. I could have done it.
You didn't really
Why
have
did you do
plans.
In
So
full
they
view of
bring up.
everyone.
They have their.
You got a cat. She wants to be pet. She's going.
So they bring you
Excuse me.
into this room. On the bottom side, you can see that there are tables lined with cards, dice, all sorts of different things. And then on the upper hand here, you see, yes, exactly that, an arena. And they very gently nudge you into the arena, going, go on, show them. And on the other side, you see this thing, this giant suit of armor just kind of boom.
If I
And then they look at
must.
the fire giant, and he just kind of looks at him and goes, what? And then they shove him in with it. It goes, God damn it.
Ooh, I've never killed a fire giant before.
And you can hear them going, right. We will bet you the harp that the Sentinels will easily defeat whatever things you have brought for us today.
Let's throw the match.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Tim's sweater.
Wait, who's betting? Wait, they're betting the harp to who?
To the
They're
rivals.
betting the harp to the other family.
Mm.
Oh,
Hi.
you bet the harp. Well, we will bet. And they talk, like, kind of look at each other and go,
Nothing.
Cape of Tritherian.
Get them to raise. Get them to raise the stakes. Not just the harp, but something else, and then something else.
Yeah.
This is a game in and
Double
of
or
itself.
nothing. I demand double or nothing. Fought for greater stakes as a slave.
Look at this cat.
we will bet you. And they pull out these two books. These magical tomes.
Ooh. Nice. Oops, shit. Sorry, I did not mean to actually click it. I'm checking how many people I can do.
And they say, it seems like a fair bet. Very well then.
Wait, somebody interject.
Well, I had said.
Please hold.
I had just
Please
said.
hold while your party is reached.
Double or nothing. I've fought for more as a slave.
Yes, such
Poultry.
paltry items. This will be the fight. This will be the greatest entertainment you've ever seen. Surely you can bet more than that.
Please, I could take both of these solo.
I say I'll take out my halberd and I point to the giant and the metal creature and it's like, please.
Very well then. We shall bet our own magical tome.
Let's see if they call it right.
So it's a harp and a magical tome versus 2 magical tomes and...
Ooh. Are they gonna call her right?
And one of them, and then the other pulls out this rod.
Guys! Is that a rod of lordly might?
Oh, it's immovable.
And gently sets it down.
So we've got a couple of dusty old books on one side and one dusty book and a weird instrument on the other, and then that little stick thing. None of these things seem particularly, I don't know, shiny. It seems like, neither of you really interested in betting on this fight. Are you worried you're gonna lose?
Ooh.
I must test something.
We are playing with fire.
Immovable. Plants.
No, it's clouds.
Dude. I'm just testing something real quick.
At least I'm not the only one that's egging on a giant this time.
Did nothing. Okay.
I have a problem.
Well,
Um,
I do think that we've kind of raised the stakes enough at this point.
Well, the thing that I want whoever loses to have their status
Drop.
significantly diminished,
True.
so that they start attacking each other. Like the
Okay,
rival
so-
faction here.
Oh, right, we have a telepathic bond. So
Yeah.
one of the things that I'm gonna do is in the opening of combat, I'm gonna turn invisible, go over to one of them, and like whisper to them, like in their ear, that to warn them that this guy hired us to kill them.
Jim, you got Dimension Door?
I do have Dimension Door.
Why don't we have Jim do that?
Could do.
Yeah, could do.
But that
can
would
you
take me-
fly?
I can, but so I can turn invisible or fly.
But if you have greater invisibility, oh no, you're can't
Greater
turn-
invisibility is a concentration spell, I
Oh,
think.
it's great. Yeah. Well, I could turn you invisible.
Let me.
Your invisibility and then dimension door. Over 2 then.
1 sec. Let me just check the. Let
You
me
have to
just
be a really
check the
fast
spell.
talker, though.
That's
Or I
a
could-
lot of 4th level spells.
I also have fly, so I could also cast fly on you.
Very well. And one of them takes off their belt and drops it.
I also have dimension door as well. So I could
We're
I
both
could go
trapped on
invisible.
Rock for an obnoxious amount of time because you forgot that.
One of them just took off their belt, and now the other's matching it.
So,
I think this is about it. I think this is as much as we're gonna be able to get. But
Do you have Vernon? Do
a
you have
robe of
message?
useful things.
I do not have message. Kind
Robe of useful items.
I'm going to take out.
Does anyone have message? Because that'd be the easiest way to do this.
I'm going to take out a small copper wire, and I'm going to ask my party, do you trust me?
Sure.
I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. Yes, I trust you, Arranis.
Do I trust you with a piece of copper wire? Yes.
I'm going-
I'll go distract him. I'm ready to go charge him.
I'm going to glance at the Lord the host and say, we want
to convince the other people.
We want to convince both, one and the other. So I'm going to message
You can respond to this message.
the Lord saying, we small folk have caught your guests with their hands in hands on your material goods, your wealth. And then before even the message response comes in, I'm going to shoot another message at the lady.
Can I be mentally aiding you with how to word it?
What I'm going to say is or
Sending energy.
Sending energy.
is essentially please, my lady. They poisoned the wine, and they hired us to kill you if it fails. We'd rather not.
Can we take a small break after that to
Yeah.
dogs out and?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
do you want to take a small break right now?
Do you want me to roll persuasion checks on both of those with advantage because I'm getting help?
Deception, yes.
Deception? Well, one of them I'm not lying.
One of them is
One of them is
persuasion.
persuasion, one of them is deception. But no advantage.
Okay.
Come on,
But
come
I'm
on.
helping mentally to help him word it.
Am I a high enough level to inspire myself?
I don't know, are you?
Yeah, are you?
Okay, hang on.
Sounds like a question for your character sheet.
Yeah, I can't tell. 1 sec.
What floor are you?
We're level 12. I think you have to be like level 15 for that as a bard, but I could be wrong. Though I'm never wrong. JK.
Are we level 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still level 11, so 1
Yep.
sec.
Oh,
That also means that spell that I wanted to take, I'm going to be able to take.
yeah.
Bard.
I've already rolled the hit dice. I just get an additional spell slot that. Whatever.
Does not look like it.
I could. Where is it? What is it
I'm
under?
not even seeing it in the book.
I think it's Peerless Skill.
It's Peerless Skill. It starts at level 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not there yet. Okay, so that's one check. That's gonna work.
Hopefully.
Well, it's the truth.
Yes.
Oh!
Damn. And on that bombshell, we're gonna take a break.
Nice!
Yeah. Yeah.
And there he goes.
I need to jump over to another game real quick to check on new player's character.
Oh my god.
So can I tell you a surprisingly relevant story to what's happening right now?
Yes.
Yes.
So in one of the groups that I'm in, for one of the projects, I got really, really, really pissed off that some of my group members weren't doing work,
Yeah.
and so I told the professor.
Yep.
And the professor came and like addressed our group because like this is a big it's a 44-person class where we're all
Yeah.
working to make one project.
Yeah.
But my group wasn't doing stuff. And so, like, afterwards, they're like, Jim, do you know who said that about us? And, I was like, you know what? We've been arguing a lot lately. Maybe they just overheard us. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, the next thing I said was, we can't let them be right about this. It's a matter of pride now. Everything has been fucking great since then.
Real life freaking bard right over here. Wow.
Oh, you
That's
with your
incredible. Well done.
It wasn't like I planned on that.
No,
I was
no.
planning on them to hate me for the next few weeks.
Yeah. But well done. Oh, it's a matter of pride now, guys.
I literally said it like you.
Oh, whoa, it's all right.
Did you sound indignant?
Right.
No, I didn't sound indignant. I was like, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been fighting so much. They overheard us, huh?
Yeah.
Funny that.
When you argue, it's one of those things, you know.
Don't worry, Fyodor.
What happens?
I felt it wasn't even like I was trying to convince them to work harder. I was just trying to convince them that it wasn't me.
So on an unrelated note, has everyone seen all the new Boku no Hero Academia?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I'm catching. I'm just like a couple episodes behind. I've been very busy.
Season 3 is amazing.
I introduced Mika to it for the first time last week.
I still have not actually started on it, really.
It is so good.
Why haven't you done it
And this is one of those shows where I can say honestly, with a few minor exceptions, the dub is as good as the sub.
Yeah, there's one part in the sub that's way better. I don't know if you're thinking of the same part when the principal's laughing. They did that way better in the sub.
Oh, there's that. Okay, there's two parts then.
Wait, what's the other part you're thinking of?
Where they're talking about like Japanese wordplay.
When he's talking about how his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That never really comes about in the
I'll kill you!
in the other one, but Mika and I are watching the dub version, and she's
I'm just glad they got a lot of good voice actors for it.
Mm-hmm.
we just finished the first major student on student fight scene.
Ooh.
Oh, okay,
And-
the training, okay.
Yeah.
Detroit Smash! I like
That's
how
my favorite.
I love how Bakugo's like so up his own ass. He's like, if we fought, could I actually lose? No, Bakugo, the kid who just punched through a fucking 3 stories of concrete, you're gonna win.
I love Kyle's shirt. I love Kyle's shirt. I love everything to do with Kyle's shirt.
Wow. That's great.
That's amazing.
I saw it and I just had to buy it. It's like the only time I've ever bought a T-shirt from a Facebook ad.
Oh, now you're
Never bought
done.
anything. It's the
Oh,
only
but
time
have
I've ever
you
bought
now?
anything.
They
By the
know
way-
you.
Kuckerberg owns you now.
Oh, is it raining out? Guys, I think the storm is coming.
Oh, we had 45 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah, I
today.
saw it. But I was like, if it's in upstate New York, it's gonna be coming here soon. Oh yeah, it's on its way.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
was
not
orange
getting-
for a while.
I'm not actually getting much in the way of thunderstorms though. It's just mostly showers.
Yeah, the
unfortunately.
thunderstorm. The wind hit us so hard we didn't get the thunderstorm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
had-
it looks like all of the thunderstorms. It looks like in addition to moving east, it's moving north. So it's
Yeah.
all of that stuff that went through upstate New York is hanging out in Maine now.
Yeah, we were
Storm of the
supposed to get
century.
2 days worth of thunderstorms,
Wow.
and the wind hit us so hard we only had 30 minutes.
Yep. I love it here.
Dude, the wind was coming home today. The wind was strong enough to like almost take me off my feet.
Yeah.
I have never experienced that
Really, we had a nice windstorm a few months ago, actually.
as like on the regular. It happens so often up here. Like, even in Syracuse area, it's not that bad.
I like windstorms. They're fun. The most annoying part about all this is that it's raining and I can't chop wood. Makes me sad. We had a couple trees down, so we said, let's turn this into firewood.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some water. Ah.
I finished God of War today.
Oh, those of you who are not in the know, this campaign will be 2 years old in 2 days.
Awesome.
How wonderful.
I'm telling you, it feels like yesterday that I walked into that tavern and expected somebody to come and pull out for me.
It was just like the other day. Just starting out as a murderer. Here I am, a full-fledged hobo.
I remember the first actual session. One of the highlights. We're fighting a hobgoblin. My axe, and he screams, and I said, "Arranis, he seems better than you do."
Ooh, I remember something that fun that happened. I rolled like a natural 20, and my bolt like shattered and killed 2 things at once. That was fun.
It went through one of them, bounced off a wall, hit another.
Mm-hmm.
Hero, you tried to be stealthy.
And just
you rolled 1.
Just 2 years ago, an egotistical bard with a silver tongue was continually made the butt of all jokes. Wait, didn't I have character development at some point?
Oh, that reminds me. Remember when you tried to break down that door, Throkk, and you rolled like an 11 and you couldn't? And then I come up and I roll a nat 20 and I just smash it down.
Session 0 was when you tried to be stealthy and you got your cape stuck in a bush because you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh.
Huh. I have expertise on this. How did I fail?
Remember when the bard took down an entire platoon by himself?
No.
Hey,
Neither
we're
does he, but
today.
Neither does he, but he managed to make you believe it happened.
It's like, gentlemen, I want you to know, I prepared explosive runes today.
That's exactly what I
Explosive what
did.
now? Explosive what now?
I put down a sonic landmine in the middle of the road and waited for the enemy platoon to come through. Walked out and said, "Gentlemen,
Wait, are we the bad guys?
gentlemen, I would just like you to know that I prepared explosive rooms today." Bam!
You liquefied them
Oh my
from
gosh.
the inside out.
There was also that time, I can't remember, fairly recently with the Revenge of the Hobgoblins, where I tossed the book and yelled bang.
It just keeps on happening.
because I originally was going to use that for Tenebris.
Mm-hmm.
And then she swatted it into the swamp.
I made it a point to get it. It's still a magic.
It's magic.
So
Okay.
We
Therefore
told what's her name, the
impervious.
matriarch, that they poisoned her wine and that they wanted us to kill her if that didn't work. And we told the fucking Thanos, whatever his fucking name is, that we
Thanos
saw them
Boca
pocket
Raton.
something. Thanos Boca Raton.
The mad titan of the cloud.
So instantly, they start screaming accusations. You've stolen things that belong to us. You have attempted to poison us!
So,
And just back and forth, all this...
while they're doing this, they have the items out on the ground, right?
They, as soon as they start gathering the items back up and shoving them, like, hurriedly back into their bags.
Can I still attack these guys?
No, I think the most important thing is that we have to get out of here with the heart.
I have some pent-up rage I need to get rid of. Come on.
We can't kill them. They have to throw the first blow. And then everything's fair game.
Mm.
And finally, the patriarch of the Vinder family says, "Kill them! Kill them!" And the Iron Golem pulls out this long sword.
Were they talking about us?
It's ambiguous.
Who were they pointing at? Because no. It's not ambiguous.
You.
It's not ambiguous. I know why it's not ambiguous, because Mike pointed with a finger. That indicates a target.
Yep.
And the
All of
golem is
you.
going to do exactly... Fuck. Damn it.
Breweries is still
So,
up. I'll
do me a
say,
favor and roll for initiative.
Arranis, I can get the harp. I just need time.
Woof!
Mark for initiative.